Hello and welcome back to our super mega spiffy little YouTube channel, a channel of Red Dragons, leaks, Kerry Matthews, male voice choirs, and well, if you haven't already guessed where we are, then there's probably something wrong where you need to get your bumps felt, because we are in Wales. Boom.
And we're in the second part of our border tour. We started in the last vlog at the top and we're working our way south.
And last night, our first night of this video segment was a very interesting one, because we were yet again on a shady car park in a place called
Welshpool.
Welshpool. And it was public car park and it was free of charge overnight, which is brilliant. But we shared our location with some pretty heavy people, didn't we?
We did indeed. About 15 of them, and they dwarfed us. We looked very tiny.
Very massive wagons, HGVs. And I must admit, I went to bed thinking it was going to be right noisy. But actually, it was dead quiet, weren't it?
Yeah,
it
nothing at all.
It was really good until 4:08 a.m. And then some procession of wagons.
So, what is it about 4 o'clock in the morning that wagon drivers like? Because it was dead quiet. So, I don't know, is it something about maybe their hours? Were they all getting up at 4 o'clock because you've got to get the driving hours in? Or had they been up watching the little tellies in the cabs and, I don't know, Babe Station on Freeview finishes at 4 o'clock? Or were they on the way home because it's Friday to see their wives and girlfriends?
I've no idea.
Well, I don't know, maybe if you're a wagon driver, because we have some wagon drivers watch. I know we have a milk tanker driver watchers. What is it about 4 o'clock in the morning that wagon drivers like?
Anyway, we are now in the region of Wales called Powys, and Powys Council allow motorhomes to stop in their car parks overnight. It was free from 6 p.m. until 8 a.m. and we just had to pay for day parking yesterday. So after our night in Welshpool, we've driven up to a nice little picnic site up here on the hills, and I wish we'd come here last night instead. It would have been a lot prettier place. So we're on our way to Knighton and we're following the border, and we're actually going to be following quite closely Offa's Dyke. And when we get to Knighton, we're going to the Offa's Dyke Visitor Centre, and that's where the history lesson of this Welsh border really kicks in.
Yes. I'm not going to make any jokes.
Good.
About that.
Have matured overnight.
So this is another good example of a multifunctional car park. It's obviously used by the locals during the day. The auction mart's over there. Community centre. There's a park in the background there. And then there's trucks that will park here overnight. And it allows motorhomes to stay here too. So we've paid using the app. It's £10 for the day. It's about 11:30 now and it's charged us £8.10. And it's free overnight.
Last night's park-up was very good, weren't it?
Really quiet.
It was... Go on.
I was going to say there's only...
You're doing that thing I get told off for.
There was only one other camper van overnight with us.
So if we had a script and rehearsed and thought about what we were going to say, we wouldn't have these embarrassing problems. But it was free from 6 p.m. till 8 a.m, but you pay for your daytime parking, which we did, and went into town. And what do we do in town? We a usual thing. We had a all-day breakfast and coffee and looked about. So we chucked all that money into little independent businesses, because we bought some Mother's Day gifts and stuff. Oh, spoilt it now.
Spoiler
my
alert.
mum don't watch this anyway.
My mum's away on holiday, so she's not going to watch it.
So all that money we would have spent on parking or campsites has gone straight to small independent businesses. Boom, no politics on this channel.
However, the Offa's Dyke Centre was closed. It doesn't open till Easter, where we would have learned all about King Offa.
Right,
So
oh,
instead, you'll have to get your history from me, love. The bird song in this gorse bush is beautiful. We know there's a yellowhammer here amongst all the usual ones, but we haven't seen it yet. When we were in town yesterday, although the visitor centre was shut, there were 2 maps on the wall to show sections of the Dyke that are still quite visible. This one is just to the south of the town. We've parked in a little lay-by and there's room for maybe half a dozen, and we're just going to go and see if we can find the Dyke itself. Such a child.
So, about all this Dyke business, I don't really understand it. It's just a lump through a field, basically. It's a lump in a field.
So when the Romans left Britain, there was a bit of a power void which allowed the Anglo-Saxons to invade from Europe. And as they did that, they created kingdoms in what would become England, the largest of which was Mercia, that bordered Wales.
Someone give me some Mercia.
So King Offa got fed up with him and the Welsh having a bit of a tussle every now and again, so he built this enormous dyke. It's 80 miles long in the dyke itself, and then he used the rest of the natural borders, such as rivers, to create the rest of the boundary. And it's between 8 and 10 foot high, with a ditch on the Welsh side so that they could look over and peer down at the Welsh.
Yeah, but you could just walk over it.
I know, it's more.
Out.
I think it's more of a statement than a barrier like Hadrian's Wall.
A statement Dyke.
A statement Dyke. But quite a few chunks of it still exist. And what's cute about Knighton is its claim is that it's the only town with the dyke that runs through the centre of it, which we walked yesterday. So we've left the 8th century and Offa's Dyke in the distance, and we've time travelled a few hundred years to the time when the Normans invaded. And whilst Offa tried to do it with a ditch, the Normans tried to rein in those Welsh by building castles. And that's what we're here to see.
My loss.
And that's what we're here to see at Hay-on-Wye.
I thought we were here to see a load of dykes.
No, and books. We're here to see a lot of books.
Got me Dyke thumb ready.
But our first job, what's our first job, love? What have we got to go and buy?
I don't know. No one's told me this. Right, I've been prepped.
A scratch card.
Yes, lottery ticket.
Why?
Because not only do you have a 1 in a majillion chance of winning, i.e. nothing, you also get to enter the dykes, the castles for £1.
No, for free, because
free.
this
This
week...
is why you need to. This is why we need a script.
This week, the National Lottery are allowing people to enter lots of different properties. All you need to do is show a lottery ticket at the entrance. Clean that dress up, love.
Is that my new hat?
Suits you, sir. It's better. Even better. This is the Hay-on, the first documented life form of hay. Very witty. When we hit the floor, party all night, that's for sure. Good moves, all I'm asking for. Sipping lemonade, shining every day. Gonna have a real good day. Nice to meet you, buenos dias, bienvenida. What's good, bonjour, bon dia. Konnichiwa, aloha, sawadee. Whatever you be speaking, you'll be smiling when you see us. So go ahead, brush your shoulder off. Hold that weight on your back, drop that boulder off. If you need a little help, yeah, hold them off. Gotta get it how you living like there's no tomorrow. Got me a good mood, it's alright. Well, what a cute little town Hay-on-Wye is. I loved the castle. It was really tastefully restored, and we had a nice time, and it only cost us £1 each.
£1 each. If you had a lottery ticket or a scratch card, you could basically get in for free. So we whipped up post office, bought that. But it's only this week, it's a special promotion. If not, it's £7.50, which actually, do you know, it's not bad. It gives you all year access, or if you're a local, it gives you 3-year access. But it were enough with it an hour. It's not a big place,
one.
but it were alright. Even I said it were alright.
They've done a really nice visual in the underground, haven't they, where it projected onto the wall all of the history from the castle being built by the legendary giantess One Night from Stones in Her Apron, right the way through all the battles with the Welsh and Llewellyn's uprising, and then right up to modern day when Richard...
The Lionheart.
No. Richard bought the castle and then made it into a bookshop, and then made the town into a bookshop, and then became the self-proclaimed King of Hay, and declared Hay an independent kingdom, just like the Marchers did back in the 12th century.
It's just worth going and having a look round. I don't know what all that meant, but it's just worth going and having a look round.
However, note, at this time of year on a Tuesday, quite a few of the bookshops were shut, so joy upon joy, we're going back in again now.
2 days. And I haven't been to Demon Tweaks yet in Wrexham.
And we're not going to Demon Tweaks in Wrexham. Sorry to burst your bubble, love.
I'm here to get what I want, yeah. I got no regrets, I'm not done having fun, yeah. Everything looks brighter now, look at I'll be shining now. 'Cause I'm here to get what I want, yeah. Happiness, you can buy that, but everything's got a price tag. Give my all just to get this far, yeah. Working hard just to be here. Give my blood, sweat, and my tears. Now it's my turn to be in charge. So now it's time to celebrate. Oh, nah, nah. Don't let this moment go to waste. No. 'Cause I'm here to get what I want, yeah. I got no regrets, I'm not done having fun, yeah. Everything looks brighter now, look how I'll be shining now. 'Cause I'm here to get what I want, yeah. I'm in my bag, I'm on my way. Got all this swag, and it's here to stay. So tell me, how do you like that?
Our purchases for today: nice book set in the Dee Valley, Welsh cake flavoured fudge. And what did you get?
You're right disappointed. I got them spearmint chews because they remind me of school. That's what I used at school. You used to get
Yeah, I
two-piece
remember
sweets,
them.
penny sweets.
Yeah,
Although there's probably 8 or 9 here for £1.90, but there you go. And I got Brazilian nut toffee, which reminds me of school trips. Because if you had a couple of quid to spend, for Dave, I'd give you a couple of quid for spending money on a school trip. I always used to get something like that for way back.
Jolly good. So we've got 9 minutes left on our parking. Make a quick brew. The traffic warden is wandering around, so we'll not be overstaying our welcome. And then we're heading south.
They don't do you for 1 minute. You have to get 5-10 minutes grace.
You reckon?
Yeah.
We'll be away for 12. And a quick hi to our neighbours. We forgot to ask your name. But enjoy Switzerland in the summer.
Shining now, 'cause I'm here to get what I want, yeah.
Well, that was a very interesting conversation, and I'm glad I spoke to the traffic warden. No, you'll like this. Who was lovely and very nice. Now, when we've paid for day parking in all of the Powys council car parks, it's twice the price of a car, and we just thought it was because it was a motorhome. But it's not, it's because you're paying for 2 spaces. So you can go and park in any of the spaces and take up 2 because you've paid double, which is a really good idea. It just doesn't tell you that anywhere. And he said that sometimes motorhomes will park where we have and an overhang at the back in 1 space, pay for the car price, and then he said he has a warden who will give them a ticket for that because you have to pay for 2 even if you're only paying using 1.
Because you're a motorhome.
Because you're a motorhome. But nowhere in any of the car parks have we realised that's why you're paying double, and we've always tried to find a space at the back somewhere, an overhang. So there you go, a little tip there if you're visiting Powys Council car parks.
And you'll all be very proud of me because I'm in the kitchen, which is not really my domain, making tea and coffee, which is a girl's job.
Which we all know isn't true, and it's a unisex job. It's gender neutral, is brew making, love.
Now it's time to celebrate. I won't let it go to waste. Got a moment, I can't wait. Oh, nah, nah, nah. Now it's time to celebrate. I won't let it go to waste. Got a moment, I can't wait. Oh, nah,